Good morning and welcome to the Ohio Business College Trades Academy, where we perform our HVAC training. Once you come into the building, we have a receptionist area to greet everyone, and we have one administrative office where we can meet everyone, either it be admissions, financial aid, whoever needs to meet with students. Since this is an extension campus, we do have 4 classrooms in this building. Currently, because we're out and teaching online because of COVID, some of our classrooms have been rearranged to help us meet those needs and to better arrange to cover everything they need to cover while the students are away. So this is the one classroom where our second quarter students meet. The other way off of the main entranceway leads us down to a hallway where we'll have some restrooms, a student break area, along with a small little library for this area, along with a couple of computers so the students can do their studies. We now start to head out to the shop area. Out off the shop area is 3 additional classrooms for the first, third, and fourth quarters. Again, here's our classroom for our first quarter students. Just off to the side of this classroom, we do have an area where the students can work on their sheet metal skills. There's a Pittsburgh machine in the back, a hand brake, and a shear, so the students can work on sheet metal. Just to this side, this is our electrical beginning training area. They have boards where they do a whole set of labs on to learn the basics of the components that operate heating and cooling systems and kind of learn the basics of electricity. Here's our third quarter classroom. All our classrooms are about the same, with the tables, overhead projectors, and setup for the instructor. In our last classroom here, currently changed around again for the teachers that are teaching away. Come out in the shop, we'll have various things available for the students to work on. I'll walk around now to see. They can do some pipe threading, cutting, all the tools to work on black iron. We have a couple of commercial machines, so both in refrigeration and freezer capacity, along with another vending machine that has a cooling system, so the students can work on all kinds of systems to get some practice. We have a refrigeration training unit here. We have several of them set up where the students can then practice on the basics of refrigeration. Here's some of the sheet metal projects that the class worked on that they did. They do 3 different pieces. They do the corner, they do a straight piece, and then they do one with an offset. We have some commercial units, rooftop units. These are both heating and cooling. Just outside, we have another cooling only unit that the students will be hooking up into the building, and that's another one of their training setups. Then we have various home furnaces, whether they're a older low efficiency or newer high efficiency furnace, with various air conditioning setups and condensing units, whether it's R22 or R410. They're practicing everything from building some ductwork coming out of the furnace to the intake ductwork, adding a humidifier onto the system. But as I said, there are several gas furnaces throughout this area. We do have some electric furnaces and heat pumps where the students can work on those. They started setting up, and it's a work in process. They're doing a boiler system. So they're taking apart, redoing the boiler system. They started hooking up a liquid chiller, some ice machines. They have to plumb in yet to the other end of the chilling unit. We also have a small tower outside. On the back side of some of these vending areas, machines that we have, there's some small furnace units that are set up outside of the furnace so the students can see the different type of technology and kind of get the basics of how they operate before digging into the big furnace so they can see everything they need to see. We do have on this back wall an area where the students can actually work on their black pipe skills furthermore before they get into the furnaces. They can practice cutting the pipe and threading the pipe down to as if it was connecting into a gas valve on a furnace, whether it's coming in from the left side or the right side. Here's a bird's eye view of the shop area. As you can see, the layout of all the areas. There are a couple of small, almost like roof extensions, where the students can practice their ladder safety and learn how to set up a ladder, climb up a ladder, and climb down. Next to the sheet metal area, there is an eye-wash station. There is also some information on a lockout station so the students can learn the principles of tag out, lockout. As we come out to the back of the building, there's the small liquid chiller, the tower that they have for the liquid chiller that the students were hooking up.